everybody, and welcome back to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. My name is Avi. Today I will be playing your local cafe owner, Satoru Ashikaga, otherwise known as Boss or Chief, or any variation of. And with me today are my two wonderful, lovely co-hosts who are also my friends, and I adore them so very much. They make excellent content. Would you please introduce yourselves?
We love you too, Avi. You're amazing.
Love you, Avi.
And, well, hey there. I am Morski, also known as Morski, and I am here with my lovely lady detective, Moria, who's mostly just trying to help everyone have a better time right now.
Hi, I am Spectral Haunts, or Spec, and I am playing one private investigator, Tome. As you know, this means that he is only in the best mental headspace, and he is happy and I can't even say it with a straight face. He's fine this FPS, don't worry.
I'm going
He's
to
fine this
shake.
FPS.
I feel I should note. On today's day, Moria has decided that it's girls' night out with Tome, because Tome, you need a break. I am looking at your mental state and the shambles it has been in recently, and while I haven't asked, I can help you have a break.
Okay, there's my two favorite things from that. Is the girls' night out. The girls' night out took me out, I'm not gonna lie.
You're welcome.
Secondly, I love how I have to make this joke legally, but I feel so bad for Azumi and Camille because somehow they're doing worse than Tome. Which, I mean, Azumi's not a somehow. We all know Azumi's doing worse than Tome. We all expected that one.
Yeah, that one was put up front.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
this trip
but
has
also
been one of two coins. You either having the best trip of your life, or you getting all the character development.
Do we have the prayer hands emoji here, because currently the Moria in my head is just giving me that while looking at her boys. Thank you. She loves her boys. She kind of wishes that maybe the crises could give them a break. Oh well.
I hate that my brain, when it was like, how do I tier the crises? My brain's entire way of rating this was just Tome could probably try and help Azumi or Camille, which means he must be somewhat better. Which is a really low bar to set this at.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Anyway.
Because I think Azumi might actually have an extra crisis if he tries to solve somebody else's crisis.
Well, the good news is that's why we have Moria. We have at least one stable adult in this house.
Azumi's not even capable of leaving his room currently, but that's okay, because this FPS isn't about Azumi.
Deals with Azumi, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I imagine the boys have been left with some snacks and a pile of fun books to read. Enrichment.
Or just drop them off at Azumi. Boys, I'm about to take out two birds with one stone. All right, boys, you're on Azumi duty. I got this one.
I love that.
Sorry, I'm cracking jokes.
No, you're fine.
Don't be.
This is also why I said we had to start recording before I was allowed to talk.
Anyway, oh boy, my dudes, I love y'all. Anyway, Moria,
we love you too.
Moria, you've noticed that Tome has been having a day, having a crisis.
He's been going through it, as they say.
Yes, and so you've decided to take him out on town, which is part of the reason why you're going to Legree.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a genuinely good coffee shop, and also she knows Tome likes coffee. She figures that.
Looks at how many coffee cups have appeared in his past FPSs alone. This man really likes coffee.
Like, he likes coffee. She can bring him out to something nice and just something nice and chill. Maybe they can chat a bit while they're,
Yeah.
I'm just imagining her like luring Tome out of his room, like, psst, 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 psst. I got coffee and curry.
Honestly, if Tome takes too long, she says that in like a deadpan kind of voice, just like, psst, 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 psst. It's like, if you come out with me, I'll buy you coffee.
Sorry, that kid voice. Anyway.
Moria not blinking. Psst, 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 psst.
I
can't believe Tome is confirmed as poor little Meow Meow.
This has been confirmed. What do you mean?
Anyway. Okay, here's a question for you, Tome. Have you been to Legree, like, on camera?
Holy shit, I don't think so.
Yeah, so this is, like, technically your first time at Legree.
Yeah, no wonder Moria would have brought him over as well then, because it's a nice place.
It is a very nice place.
Food.
Yeah, coffee and curry. Oh, here's another question. Are you wearing your pin?
It is supposed to be a fluff FPS, which means the answer is yes. That tends to be the rule. If it's a fluff FPS, I put the pin on, and that's how you can tell when it's part of my way of letting the audience know when we're shifting the angst.
Alright. Chat,
it wasn't
you know what to
meant
do.
to be that.
Oh
no. Hey, wait a second.
Anyway, this does mean that Yeto, you are heading to a certain place in Okashima that is a little less crowded. And I say a little less crowded, but these buildings are still kind of, densely packed together. This is a city. This is a bustling city. But when you hop off the train at the Songan Jaya station, you realize that, like, not too far away, the direction you're heading towards is, more of a back alley area, which means the road is not wide enough for, like, actual vehicles, and even when you're there isn't a lot of heavy foot traffic. Which things better, because when you turn the corner and you see Legree, there is like nobody in there except for like the guy behind the counter. And,
nice.
Yeah.
Quiet period.
You enter the cafe. Tome, you have to duck a little bit because you're freakishly tall. I like to bully this man for his height.
Can I make my dex spec?
Oh my goodness.
It would be fun.
Can I make
Do it.
Okay.
I mean, Tome's dex is at least quite good.
He ducks.
Yeah, he ducks. Thank goodness.
Good.
Yeah, you guys enter. The bell above the door rings because it's like one of those cafes. And the man behind the counter is turns to look in your direction, but then he sees Moria and he says, I have to do the voice. The only other person in the call right now who actually knows what the line is Fletch, because because he's played Persona 5. So, the man behind the counter just says, you're back.
Yeah. Brought a good friend with me, too. Have space for 2 more?
And he kind of makes a wide gesture. As he makes this wide gesture, both of you notice that there is nobody else in here.
Yeah, like, Moria will just, like, dip her head a bit and just walk on forwards.
And,
pats her on the back.
And, he just says, yeah, take a seat.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he gives, Moria a nod. I think by now he would actually know how you like your tea, so he is making that for you.
Hey! Yeah, Moria will also just, like, gently nudge Tome over, like, don't worry, he doesn't bite much.
Much.
Tome
she's teasing.
Better or worse than Camille?
Moria just gives a smile and sits down.
Oh, very reassuring. Thank you.
Happy to help.
I can tell my brain's a little bouncy because it just randomly reminded me that Grimoire's voice actor is Australian and somebody bet me to try and do an Australian accent and I'm not doing that, but that was the most random thought that just came to my head.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, it just took me out for like a solid second there because I went, wait, because I noticed my voice was off and I was like, nope, not right accent. Okay, we're safe. Okay, continue. I'm so sorry.
Where the fuck was I? Okay, he's starting on Moria's tea, and as that's happening, he looks over his shoulder at Tome and he says, what can I get for you?
Straight black coffee if you have that.
And he's still looking over his shoulder and he gives you like a quirked raised eyebrow.
Listen, Tome knows that he's used to Toontown where there's some places where are just like, ah yes, fancy coffee only. This man just wants black coffee. For all his toonish looks and everything, his favorite coffee is just straight black coffee. And I will die on this gag.
As dark as his pants, huh?
Hang up. Sorry, I don't know why that made me had to pause. As dark as his pants, huh?
I thought for a second you were gonna say dark as his soul, and I was like, huh?
Alright, well, cup of milk.
No, you're kidding. I'm gonna say, if it's as dark as his soul, yeah, one cup of white coffee coming right up.
Anyway.
Hence why as dark as his pants, because his pants are actually dark.
What was I? Yeah, he gives you a quirked eyebrow and he kind of gives you a look over. Here's the thing. Tome has a style.
Yes.
Would you say it is arguably pretty obvious that he is an investigative type?
Yes, it is not. Avi, the man can't even take his hat off unless it's a serious plot moment.
I love that. I love that for him.
My goodness.
In fact, Boss sees that, and he just gives you this
Does Tome just sleep with his hat then?
No, he does take his hat off. It's one of my favorite things because I love Tome and I love being able to play with the whole. Well, yes, it does relate partially to background character syndrome. The whole just things with games and stuff like that where something might happen in the next scene over. Like one of my favorite things is like if Tome enters a room and it's about to be a serious conversation, he'll take his hat off. And then there's like a 50% chance the next time the camera goes to him, the hat's going to be just right back on there because that's his base character design. And I don't know why, it's just the absolute hilariousness of this man just constantly having this hat on his head and he takes it off for like a serious moment and then it's right back on. Like it's not even angst, it's just because I absolutely just love the hilariousness of this man just constantly not even just like looking like it. I know that yes, there are angst implications, but I genuinely do this for it makes me laugh my head off.
No, that's fair. It is amusing.
Yeah, he definitely looks like an investigator. This man is like I'm not allowed to angst. This man looks like an investigator.
Yeah, this man definitely looks like an investigator type. And Satoru gives you a very comical up and down glance over, which is funny because he's real kind.
Got to know Tome so toonish that it bleeds into the world around him. This is why the twins are healthy. Tome is so toonish.
Oh my goodness.
But like, yeah, he gives you a glance over, and then he's just like, he kind of just shrugs and says, "All right, it seems fine enough," and starts working on your coffee too. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's like Satoru would have gotten a thanks from Moria.
I don't know how else to say this. Tome, this man was about to comment on your preference, but then decided not to because apparently that checks out.
This man, what kind of sane person likes just black? Oh wait, it's a detective tune. Never mind.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's not, okay, here's the thing that I have to explain that your characters would not know, but this is canon to Persona 5. Satoru is really good at figuring out what kind of coffee a person would like by just like a glance, essentially.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nifty.
Yeah. So like there is this like a preconception that like if you're just ordering plain black coffee, that means you just haven't had a lot of like experience with different kinds of coffee.
No, Tome has had other coffees.
Yeah. So like the fact that he gave you a glance over and then was like, "Oh, yeah, no, black coffee for this guy." Checks out.
The only person who's managed to get him to not have black coffee is literally Leo. Because Leo makes him latte art and then gets really sad if Tome rejects said latte art.
Oh my goodness.
Leo is the only person in the entire Toonkind canon so far who has managed to get this man to not Tome, please don't eat. Not drink, just straight coffee.
Tome just eats the coffee beans.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I actually want to see how would he survive that.
Oh my goodness.
I like to imagine he probably has done that once while really sleep deprived or trying to make his own. Holy shit!
He did really well, apparently.
I don't know how else to say that just chewing on coffee beans isn't really that bad. They do make chocolate-covered coffee beans.
Well, yeah, I know it's not as bad, but like most people don't like it. I guess Tome likes it.
That checks out. Tome's a gamer. And a streamer.
And he likes straight black coffee.
And he likes straight black coffee.
It's the only straight thing about it. I'm sorry, I couldn't. I resisted us saying straight black coffee for so many minutes without making the joke, but I wasn't strong enough anymore. I just wasn't strong.
I think you're stronger than any. You're stronger than any of us. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And like as you've taken your seat by now, right?
Yes.
Do you want to make me perceptions?
Sure.
Moria doesn't have to because she's been to the cafe before, and I'm pretty sure you've already seen this. But
oh yeah.
I'm on Tome. Don't fail me here. Wow.
I mean, that passes. This is a pretty obvious thing. Okay, here's the thing about the cafe. It is smaller than the last one in. The last one in was already pretty small. There are only 3 tables, which are booths, and there's just the counter with stools. But on the far right next to the entrance you guys came through, let me see if I can find the picture again.
Oh, listening to the game. Oh.
There
Me
is
eating up Mandalore.
the thing about the cafe is that it is very in out of character, out of universe, this would be considered a pretty retro cafe. Probably in universe, this is kind of modern.
True.
To the right, on right next to the little shelves that are full of like coffee grinds and spices and whatever, there is a painting, a very nice looking painting that's hanging on the wall. That is a spider on my wall. Hang on a sec.
Oh, no worries.
Okay, we're good. Out of sight, out of mind. Anyway.
Hey.
Does not exist anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That spider does not have any object permanence. Anyway.
Anyways.
But yeah, this is a pretty nice looking cafe. Like, for as small and as, like, empty as it is a very nice cafe, and by God, the smell here is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Make the whiz to see if he floats.
Floating out of your seat?
Yes.
Please do.
I mean, if you wanna.
Please do.
Little soft, please do. Okay, I need to know whiz check or whiz save, because there is a difference.
Check.
Only a little bit?
Only a little bit. You, like, float off the seat, like, maybe an inch or so. It's not a lot. But I have a feeling that, like, Moria would notice and, like, probably pull him back down into the seat.
Oh yeah. I was actually about to say that. Like, she noticed that and she's just, like, carefully pulls him back down like a balloon.
Moria voice, the tune's acting up. Let me just swoop.
Just tug. Okay, there you go. You won't lose him.
Only in little because it's not Inkwell.
Just
Yeah.
imagining, like, they're going to, if they ever go to, like, a food market here in Yedo, like, Moria ties a little, like, string around Tome somewhere.
Are you
Yeah,
leashing Tome? Are you putting him on a leash?
Oh my god! I can't believe the baby leash became canon, but not for anyone we expected it for. I mean, real talk, she'd probably just, like, maybe just tie some string around the wrist or whatever, so it's not too obvious, but can't believe baby leash is canon. Well,
Oh my god.
I guess I know what I guess I know what I'm adding to Moria's inventory.
Doesn't starting equipment, like, give you, like, a rope?
It does.
True, yeah, so, baby leash.
Haha, get leashed. Anyway.
I genuinely did not mean in the baby leash, but this is so funny. I don't know if I can deny it.
Oh.
Moria just like reaching into her pocket when she sees Tome start to flow off, threatening like, "Don't make me bring out the baby leash."
Cause like I was holding your hand a minute ago. Like, don't just fly off already.
Aww. And like, Satoru, like, is like over his shoulder, a bit, and he has this look on his face, and he doesn't say anything, but the expression is very much along the lines of, tunes.
Almost just handed me like getting a little flustered at that, like, wait, people perceive me.
Tome, you're getting a pet.
Whoa, the terrifying ordeal of being seen.
I know.
Anyway.
It's not even like an upset one, it's just like that little like embarrassed look, like, oh, sorry.
And, Satoru kind of just laughs a little, and he says, I guess I'm making that, taking that as a order of 2 curries then, huh?
Please.
Coming right up. And, as he says that, you both get your drinks, and he, goes to, like, the little, like, kitchen area and starts to cook. You can still see him, by the way.
Alrighty. Just... yeah, Tome, you're getting a little nudge, just... well... I think you'll find you won't be disappointed.
I mean... question, does Tome realize that this is the person who taught Arata?
He has not introduced himself yet, and you haven't introduced yourself either.
Oh shit, Tome has it.
Moria, the only person who knows all of these people, but it's...
No, I'm not doing that to poor Tome. I'm not doing that to poor Tome. I was about to say I just accidentally cursed, and since Tome has his pin on, but I was like, no, I'm not in the actual gallery, and I'm not doing that to Tome. He deserves his one curse word.
Oh, goodness.
If somebody's gonna take it from him, it won't be Fletch.
Closes your mouth immediately.
I will say, I can do a funny if somebody curses in front of him, because this was established with the professor, and I don't know if it's been established with Moria, but I've realized Ryokan don't know how tune ratings always work, and the way that Tome responds to a curse word on accident, especially when it happens in the middle of the conversation, is one of the funniest things I've ever done, and I'm not taking it back now.
My goodness,
So I'm just warning you, if one of you curses, it probably will end up in a goof or something.
No, that's absolutely fair. It's that thing where Moria is Moria, so yeah, I can bet that she would curse. The thing is, I, the player, don't actually swear much, if at all. So,
Oh dear! Don't worry, you don't have to swear.
Oh, I know, I got my siblings for that. They swear every other sentence.
Handshake. Anyway.
And then there's me. Who plays Timmy. Enough said.
Tome, do you drink your coffee?
I need to make another con because the thing Tome handed me was just downing it in one go. And so...
My goodness.
Are you kidding? This is a cup of coffee, not an espresso! Hello?
I guess that's why he's rolling con.
I don't know how to tell you. Tome has in multiple previous FPSs downed full cups of coffee.
I need you. Okay, I will let you do this if you roll a wisdom check to have him realize that this is a real kind. Do the whiz check to make him realize. Does he realize that this is real kind coffee?
I don't know how to tell you, some of those downing the coffee cups happen while he's in Yedo.
Oh my goodness.
This is okay, you realize that this is real kind coffee, freshly made and burning hot. This is hot coffee.
It isn't cold coffee, I can assure you. To be honest, I think if Moria saw Tome about to do that, she would oh no, like more like Moria sees it and she's just, maybe you should just wait a few minutes before you, It's like, as she is saying this.
You burn your fucking mouth on the goddamn coffee like a goddamn idiot.
I was it's a joke, but holy shit, that's a little too funny for me not to keep.
Oh my goodness.
That was a 4.
Oh my god.
I need you to understand, you realize this is real kind coffee, this is burning hot coffee, and I could hear Morski realize that I was still going through with it because I started typing, I just heard Morski start laughing.
Yeah, I saw you typing and I was like, you're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah,
I need to remind you.
I adore this. I adore this.
Agreed. I think it's hilarious.
I adore this. I am an experienced DM. I am used to this kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I know, it's hilarious.
Sometimes, listen, I was told fluff FPS, and by the moon it shall be a fluff FPS.
Yes, good. Yeah, I guess Moria sees you burn your mouth and she's like, well, I tried to warn you. Oh well, she'll just savor her own tea.
Now, here's the best part. The final roll in this collection.
Does he do it again?
Pretty well, I think.
Pretty well.
Please have Moria pass. Please have Moria pass.
Okay. I fucking love you. You're a dumbass.
Dang it!
Oh my gosh.
You're just down the coffee.
Oh. Dang! Nice decided to bully. Oh well.
It gets better. Because I point at what the gallery just did.
Oh?
What's at the end of Fletcher's sentence?
Bad and naughty detectives
oh my goodness!
Hot coffee don't get fuckwords.
right after Tome just chugs this and has the most neutral face. Curse word! And he just looks at the pin with the most amount of anger.
Just, you okay there?
Yeah,
Chat's being naughty again?
The gallery used up my curse word this time.
You're getting a pet.
This is why his head ends up on the table.
Oh god. I love how we've been here for like 45 minutes and we're like 30 minutes or some shit. We still haven't gotten to the parental woes part of the FPS.
Yeah,
You
just
said
shenanigans.
and I shall deliver.
gotta have to set up and the cute.
I think Satoru, like, when you said the curse word thing, he, like, looks over in your direction, and like, with the same expression of the raised brow, like, what the hell are you going on about kind of expression.
Just burying his face. Toon can only hear one curse word a day.
With his own or someone.
That's all he says.
Oh yeah, Morris is gonna be. Doesn't matter if it's his own or someone else's, though.
Gallery, I hope you know Tome is handing me. He is this close to chucking you.
Duplex the chat as a treat.
Anyway,
Be gone.
I think as Satoru was looking in your direction, he's noticed that you drank the coffee in one go, and he's just, did you just chug burning hot coffee?
Yes.
He did, yes.
You're going to do that in my own establishment.
You could all be.
Did I cut out?
Cut out!
Alright. You're going to do that in my own establishment.
Sorry, Tome. You're on your own. Moria is currently just sipping at her tea.
You see this man rub a hand against his face?
He shoots Moria a look and then goes, It's not a bad thing. It means that it's good coffee, don't worry.
Moria is not offering any help to either of them.
Moria gets a very gentle kick under the chair.
She smirks at you, Tome.
Oh, these are siblings.
I love how Moria brings out the younger sibling in Tome.
It's great.
I love
You good there, Abby?
Yeah, I'm loving this. Because you know who this reminds Satoru of? This reminds Satoru of his own kids. Anyway.
Oh my goodness!
Oh.
Ichikanarata behavior,
Oh, absolutely.
Great.
I just realized something hilarious.
What?
Mm?
Because my brain was doing that thing where it was like, okay, what's gonna follow. I just realized Tome may not have mentioned Juby to Moria yet. So I'm just imagining they get on the talk with parents and stuff like that, and Tome goes, yeah, I have 3 kids, and Moria just whips her head to the side, like, wait!
Let's get there first.
Honestly, Moria is handing me just like, oh, you got another? Who's the lucky kid?
Let's wait until we actually get to that point.
True.
Sorry. It's everywhere in my brain right now.
And
This is just home.
you just see Satoru just like sigh. Oh, this is just an old man, Your Honor.
No, that's so valid. I mean, to be fair, are they all not like close to 50?
Who's in his early 40s?
That's still close
And
to
Moria's
50.
yeah, and Moria's in her late 40s. She's almost 50.
Moria handshakes Satoru.
Hey,
Astro really is the baby here.
little sibling.
You just kind of see Satoru just rub his face, but like there's like as his hand like kind of covers his face as he like is doing that bullshit. He excuse me. He there is like the smallest of smirks under his hand. He's absolutely like pulling your leg with this. And before he
leaning into the bit.
He looks back up at you and he says, right, you're here because of Arata and all that nonsense, right?
Yes, I'm part of that group.
Right.
There's a slight eye twitch at nonsense, but we're not gonna get into that. This is the fluff FPS. Put that in the box for later.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Moria on her end actually goes like, yeah, Satoru, this is my dear friend Tome. Tome, meet her at this guardian. Satoru, though, many folks call him boss.
And Satoru gives you a nod, and he says, he says, I'm the guy that makes sure that, Arata has a place to stay for the night.
Nods in approval. You have gained points in his head. Because Arata's one of the good ones.
Oh.
And, oh god, that sure is a line you just handed me, Satoru. Okay.
Oh?
He does look back towards Moria and he says, also, I prefer the term Arata's dad.
Ah. Good to know. Well,
Second! You
just
said that
like
deadpan voice. Wow.
Look, he went through this huge amount of trouble to get those adoption papers. You would not believe it. Anyway, continue.
No, that's so fair. On Moria's end, she didn't know that, like, actually, yeah, no, legit that. So she's like, good to know. My mistake. Sorry about that.
Home just smiles a bit more and nods approvingly. Me looking at Tome, why aren't you saying anything? Tome in the back of my head. Hot coffee. I suffer.
What do you say?
Hot coffee, I suffer.
His mouth's still burnt.
The consequences of his actions have caught up.
I think Satoru is gonna, like, you see him duck back into the kitchen area and comes back and sets down a glass of milk right in front of him.
As dark as your soul.
Are you saying that loud?
Yes!
I think you got me mixed up with Leo again. 1 second. I got to. I have to. Tome, are you strong enough to not do it again?
That's an 11 on the whiz.
Jury.
What?
Jury, does... it's close enough to a middle number, I'll let other people decide. Does Tome chug the milk? No. Does Tome no?
It is above a 10.
Okay.
True.
Tome will drink the milk at a reasonable rate.
Good, because if you chug the milk, Satoru would be legally required to bully you for that.
Oh, Moria would not stop him.
See, it wouldn't even be chugging. It would just be straight up downing that thing like a shot. It's a full glass
It's not
of milk.
a shot! It's not a shot! It's a full glass of milk! You
I
would be
know.
chugging it anyway!
I don't know how to explain this to you. In my head, it's quite literally, he just tilts his head back, and like, the next frame, the milk's empty.
Moria's just handing me that if Tome were to do that, she'd just go, so you did burn yourself on that coffee, didn't you?
Oh my god. So you're just drinking this milk calmly and casually. Oh god.
Like
Yes,
you're like a normal person. Cool.
Yes.
You're
Normal person.
You're getting a good job, and you're doing a good job and getting a good grade at being a normal person.
Something that's totally normal and possible to achieve.
Oh god. I love Tome so
Listen,
much.
I need you to understand.
Same.
Yes, they're not an Inkwell. But this man is the embodiment of what it's like to be a Toon. And there are some things I cannot change without taking away a lot of his either who his character is or kind of removing part of the reason for his character growth.
No, that is fair. But also, this is hilarious and I love it so much.
Yeah,
We came here
agreed.
expecting Parental Woes. What we got is Tome can down a cup of coffee in a second and then somehow keep a poker face.
Oh.
And, like...
Mostly Moria's just handing me that, like, she is the knife cat expression right now. Is she saying anything? No. But...
I think what Satoru ends up saying is, sheesh. I guess that means I can't give her the spicy curry.
I can handle the spicy curry.
Oh, I would love some of the spicy curry. And, I mean, I think Satoru would know that, actually. Yes, she loves spicy stuff a lot, actually.
You did just burn your mouth in front of this man's home.
He got a deception above. He got a deception above.
Okay, here's the thing though. He saw that you downed your coffee, which he knows was burning hot, and he set down a glass. You weren't talking for a good moment. So he set down a glass of milk in front of you, and you drank it normally.
That is because he got bullied. Do you want me to down the milk? I will have Tome. That was an 11. I can retcon this right here and send it down to
I have an even better idea. Satoru says that, and Tome makes the decision. Actually, you know what? I'm downing the rest of this. Consider.
Yes. Tome looks Satoru right in the eye when he says that, and then just downs the milk in one frame go.
Oh god, what are you rolling? Is this gone?
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it's con.
Oh my god. drink it, and you down it, and you're fine. Windows, why are you making noises? Okay, thank you. You down this, and you do not choke.
Hey!
I'm looking Satoru in the eyes now.
And he just says, guess you really are a two.
Tome gets that flustered look again.
And
I want you to know Moria's enjoying this show very much right now.
And, like, Satoru is, like, smirking as he turns back to the curry he's making. And he's just... as he's, like, actually working on the curry, he's just, what does he say? He says, well, I hope Bokushima's been treating you well, at least.
It has been.
Mm.
And, he nods, and he nods at that, and he's just, you've done any, sightseeing around the place?
A little. And
I've been trying to take him to a couple places.
And
I mean, it's really funny you say that, Fletch, because I did have a way I could lead into that.
Oh?
With this conversation. I can see what Fletch wants. Well, the reason Tome's been sightseeing is because he was looking for stuff to do with his kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like,
it's like
that way.
Yeah, I'm like thinking more. It's like, yeah, I've taken him to a couple of the places I noted, and there were a few you've been trying to find in particular, weren't there?
Yeah, I was looking for museums for the boys. I almost said the twins, and then I went, wait, Tome doesn't do that. That's what I do. I had to bite my cheek there for a second. For the boys, and then I also went to the aquarium with Jubilee. But outside of that, I haven't got to sightsee as much as I wanted.
Guess we'll have to do it some more than.
That's the funniest conclusion Satoru could have given me.
Oh?
Tome said that he was looking for places he can take the boys to, right? And then he distinctly referenced Jubilee. Satoru's met Jubilee. And I don't think he would say this out loud because it is such a wild conclusion to jump to, but the thought he handed me is, wait, is that bird boy your kid?
Oh my god.
I mean,
I vote that Satoru says that out loud.
Yeah, before the topic shifts, he's just, oh, hang on, is that bird boy your kid?
As of recent development, yes.
Oh. Congrats, so you got another, huh?
No, Moria, don't do this to me. He puts his head on the table again.
And
No.
Oh, continue.
It's like, no. I think a little bit of teasing is not remiss, but...
It's a gag now, Moria.
I think it's okay. Genuinely speaking, he is a good kid. You'll be good for each other.
Tome says yes, but, and then stops because he realizes he's about to give Moria more ammo to tease it with, and he is not doing that to himself.
Satoru gives this sage nod, and he's just, Recent father then.
Moria nods like, yeah,
I need to
he is.
understand. Tome had like his head in his arms, like his arms under him, and Satoru says that, and he puts his arms over his head. He is burying himself.
Oh, Tome. Moria will chip in, just like, he's doing quite well for himself, I'd say, but,
Me, out of
Danger.
character. Continue though. Sorry, that was really funny to me.
Well, I mean, he's been doing a good job of taking care of the boys himself. But
Me, out of character. I'm sorry. Continue.
goodness.
This is a FLEV FPS, I will strangle you.
I know. That's why I'm laughing. That's why I'm laughing instead of doing something. It is in the box, Avi. I have put it in the box. They're not allowed out of the box.
Oh my goodness, I'm accidentally tripping over things, aren't I? Oh well.
No, you aren't. You aren't. It's not as heavy. It's not really heavy angst. It's well-established stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the reason I'm not counting it as like actual angst or anything. It's well-established stuff with Tome.
Okay.
Yeah.
The man's just a nervous wreck. It's hard to be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like, he's doing good for himself, though.
He is.
He needs to believe in that a little bit more.
He's doing a lot better.
That's
Oh
tough.
yeah. He's doing
yeah.
significantly better.
That is
Oh,
true.
you know, like, this bit that I said now, that was actually Moria stating, like, he's doing quite well for himself as, like, a new dad, though, I think he needs to believe in himself just a little bit more, you know?
Always handing me put the hands tighter over your head. Try and use that part your UPN in your blood to squish yourself.
I mean, Squash and Stretch is a cartoon thing. I think like Satoru like hears that and sees Tome having a crisis, and he goes, "Yeah, don't worry too much about it. Happens to the best of us parents, right?"
Yeah.
Wait a second. Hi, this is Spec, out of character, just connected dots. Wait, does Moria have a kid?
Technically, no. She hasn't officially adopted anyone, but there's her apprentice Yumi, and also, let's be real, she's been mother-henning the boys a lot, so...
Yes. One
This
second,
is
I'm
true.
rolling insight. Don't look it over at Moria like, wait a minute. He literally pokes like he lifts one arm and opens one eye to look at Moria like, wait a minute.
Moria looks back at him, and like, Tome, you get the sense that if Moria was a toon, she'd have a question mark above her head, like,
Hold up, we've been roommates for how many months, and I'm just now realizing you're a mother to people?
I mean, it's not like I've adopted anyone, but I do try to look out for them.
I mean, it's not like I've adopted anyone, but here we are having a conversation over my ability to parent the boys. He kind of just sits up and makes a dramatic waving of his hand.
And like Satoru lets out a very like deep and heavy sigh, and he's just, great. More revelations in my cafe.
Sorry about that, boss.
You can tell he's like joking, but like at the same time, man, why is it gotta be his cafe?
Like,
Your cafe
it's more like
place.
yeah, like, it's more lighthearted on Moria's end too, but like, I feel like she's also trying to calm down Tome a little bit, who is like how come you get to escape being called a mom?
Basically.
Which, honestly, Moria voice just shrugs. I don't know.
That does not
Not
help
fair.
at all.
Just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not particular mom material.
Oh, you are. The way you mother hen me, if anything, is enough.
Mm-hmm. Well, it worked, didn't it?
In the face.
Careful, she might become your mom now.
Goodness, no. I am way too old. Well, I am way too young for that. I feel like we're closer to being siblings than anything.
This is really funny if you think about the fact that Tome currently has his hand in Moria's face. Like, trying to shove it away.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah, just like, it's at that moment where she's like, no, like, if anything, we're more, like, I feel like if anything, we're closer to being siblings.
Yes, I am Leo and you are Camille.
Yeah, you get a snort out of Moria for that.
Oh my god.
Oh, I just realized Tome admitted to seeing Moria as a sibling. Oh, hold up.
It's cute.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And I think at this point you finally get your curry. Nice and plated, smells amazing, and it's set down right in front of you. And Satoru just says, enjoy.
Thank you. Oh boy, curry.
Yeah, this is spicy curry. You're handling it pretty well, though.
Mm-hmm. We don't get
when you don't have any taste buds anymore.
the Toon logic for curry.
the taste buds are still burnt off.
That's a shame because this is damn good curry.
He can taste the good parts. You know what? I'm sorry. I really liked that idea I had. I have to roll this at disadvantage.
Watch Avery be mean to you.
Oh my goodness. Admittedly, kind of why I'm like not tempting fate because oh my goodness! Like you're fine for a moment, like first bite of oh this is really good. You take a second bite.
The milk helped a little too much.
I love how I went. You know what? I'll be at disadvantage. What could happen? Me about to roll a nat 1.
It's amazing. Oh god.
I like to imagine Tome. No, I have flavoring for this. Because this is something I've seen happen in cartoons, and I think it's a nice, funny mix of the two. He gets through most of the curry fine, but then about halfway through, he gets a little. He taps on his chest, but instead of burping, just fire shoots out of his mouth. And he just covers his mouth completely flustered.
It's a good thing it's Toon fire and nothing is set on fire.
Yeah, no, it is obviously Toon fire.
Just for the gag.
That's why he has a hand over his mouth, completely flustered, though. He kind of sinks in his chair slightly.
And Satoru...
But, like,
Satoru...
it's like, oh, just, Moria's handing me just like, careful there. Don't overdo it, yeah?
Satoru is just, well, that's one thing I didn't miss about Inkwell. The fire burps.
Oh, just shrinking in his chair. He's melting.
Oh no!
Yeah, because it's very spicy and very hot. But I'm...
Tom just melting in his chair, turning into a puddle right there.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm just glad you like the curry.
It is very good.
It is amazing
Agreed.
curry. It is amazing curry.
Oh. Oh
It is
yeah, oh
amazing.
yeah.
Like,
Like you can see Moria's already like she's almost done. She really likes the curry.
after emotionally recovering, Tome is able to finish the curry.
God, I think, God, no, that's angst. Why are you giving me angst, old man?
So this is like our ninja.
No,
So
he's
Satoru can give you angst, but I am bad. Oh, I see how it is now.
No, he's banned from.
Goodness.
I'm banning him from saying it. Who the
I am
fuck is
curious,
pinging
though.
me? Give me a.
I mean, not gonna lie, we are both curious, though. Like, might be good for off camera.
Sorry. I got pinged in a server and I had to tell them that I'm in an FPS.
No worries.
Anyway, and Satoru just kind of, shrugs and he says, actually, I think what he does is that, like, since now you guys actually have your, meal and drinks and everything, I think what he does is that he walks around the counter and, like, takes a seat next to you guys. And, oof. I think what he ends up saying, to Tome specifically is, don't worry too much if you're, a little nervous about, you know, the whole being a parent thing. I mean, you'll get a hang of it eventually.
Answer this carefully because I'm not allowed to angst, so I have to be careful about this.
I will say, after a moment, Moria will chip in and just don't forget that you're not alone in handling this, yeah?
Tome is handing me, thanks, I'm trying, which is fluff, and we're just not gonna let him continue after that.
Yeah.
Fair.
Listen, Tome as a parent is a fluffy thing, but he
Boy,
talking
he
about
has
his
thoughts
stress,
about
so
it, huh?
yeah.
Oh, fair.
And this is our fluff FPS. I've made you guys laugh, which makes me happy, and we're going to keep it that way.
Yeah. And, you see, Satoru sigh, and it's that a very obvious this is gonna be a joke, kind of sigh, where he says, believe me, it is normal not to know what to do. Half the time I don't even know what to do with an airhead like Arata.
Gotta roll deception because Tome is handing me just absolutely snorting with laughter.
Yeah, no, like Moria gives a bit of a snort and just, but he's quite the bright kid, isn't he?
Oh, definitely. You know, he graduated, top of his class, right?
Oh. Yeah, I can most certainly see it.
And
Tome is not handing me, he can most certainly see it. I gotta roll another deception.
and like, as you rolled that, Satoru continued. That's two, unnatural 20s in a row. Anyway,
Nice.
Completely poker face right now.
And, Satoru continues to say, you know, I talked about him, about his grades the other day, and he told me, not the other day, he said, when he was still in school, and, he told me, the reason why, he was so determined to get, good grades was because, every single one of his classmates thought he was a delinquent, so he decided to, work hard to be at the top of his class to prove them wrong.
Okay, I don't know if this is gonna lead into angst, but Tome is handing me errata, a delinquent. That's the reason I'm like, because I know enough about Persona 5 to know that can lead into angst.
Yeah, I know, and Moria's end is just,
Satoru
not all the kids were so nice, huh?
Satoru gives Tome a look like, you don't have to live with this kid.
Tome just snickers, actually. I'm not even making him roll the 7. He just kind of blasts a bit and is like, oh, fair enough. You wouldn't believe it about Camille or Leo, but they are... Or Leonardo, but they are... Gives the most tired, defeated look of stress.
Oh, the little kid? You know, he
Yes.
asked me if I was a spirit rogue the other night.
So who wants to... Hold up, I don't know if Tome knows what a spirit rogue is. 1 second.
I do. Moria does know, like, Moria does, like, snort a bit, and he's like,
You say that, like, Tome keeps up with Trickster when he was in Toontown? Because Trickster always introduced himself as Trickster of the Spirit Rogues.
Yes. Okay, that explains the 14 too. There's like a ... like Trickster?
Yes, like Trickster. Camille asked me if I was a spirit rogue, like Trickster.
it's like you definitely see that Moria is amused, like, of the affectionate kind.
My favorite thing is Tome is just handing me like quiet question marks, like why is that such a crazy idea? Because I look at Tome and his gag with his theories.
Satoru, like, while you're quiet, and while you have, like, the Grolix question marks or whatever, Satoru just goes, I can't be a spirit rogue with this kind of back.
Understandable, really.
He, like, makes a gesture towards his old and frail body.
Yeah, no, Moria really gets that. She really gets that. Like, she will comment about, like, yeah, Camille likes mysteries, and he's been finding it fun, trying to find out who the spirit rogues are. For enrichment, you know?
Enrichment. That makes more sense.
Mm.
That
Nicer
why
than
he
the
hasn't been
times
as...
he... More it's like, nicer than the times he's jumped off the roof, you know? Like, he's always casted Parental, but...
Wait, what? Tome looks at you like, what?
What?
It's... So, like, he does make sure to cast Featherfall before he does, but he has jumped off the roofs occasionally, just, like, because it's a quicker shortcut to get somewhere.
I think this
always
is
gives me a... like, Morris, like,
Once in
always
front of
gives
Tome.
me a...
Hold up, I need to roll a history, because I'm pretty sure this actually has been mentioned in front of Tome once before. And it was a reference to the, Airy incident. Nope, Tome has no memory of that.
Sorry, Camille, you're getting out of the bit. Anyways, yeah, Moria's like, yeah, no, don't worry, I made sure he was okay, but boy, that gave me a heart attack the first few times.
Why does it seem like every time somebody mentions him around me, I find out some other dangerous thing he's done?
Moria's gonna very carefully not note the time he decided to come on an aberration case and was in the fight.
Don't mention the time he defenestrated himself either.
Yeah, that too. Just, if you want, just if any of your lads want to roll an insight on Moria, but like Tome says that Moria is just very casually gonna take a long sip of her tea. Yeah. Yes, it's
Satoru got a 7 on his insight, but like considering how long you're taking that sip, he's just gonna be like, "Oh, there is something behind that."
Oh yeah.
Tome just sits there very quietly. And then he turns to Satoru. Very quietly. Takes a deep breath. How much would it cost for another coffee?
You see him just stand up and just goes to refill your coffee.
Moria will just like chip on like, I do try to keep them out of too much trouble, but
wait, them?
yeah, you know how it is. Azumi.
Oh, Azumi.
He's
They're
really
like
not
instant. He sees so much stress leave his shoulders. Oh, it's that one.
Like, you know, if Camille's getting himself into trouble, there's a very good chance Azumi is right there with him.
Oh, I'm quite sure of it for Azumi.
There's always a pause, and don't worry, the times Leo has visited, it really was just to visit Camille at the office. He hasn't been on any cases.
Okay. Has Camille been on a case?
Like, Moria just gives you a look of, didn't
Besides
you first meet
normal-
Camille on a...
Besides his normal murder cases, the way you say that. Yes, I'm very aware of how we met.
Like, Moria's just giving you a look of, like, didn't you two meet on a murder case?
Yes, we met on a murder case.
But, like, Moria's just like, well, I mean, yeah. You know how it is. Occasionally there's to find a missing item or find a cat.
Oh, okay. Good cover up there, Moria.
I'm genuinely thinking, what cases have there been? Because, like, there are the aberration cases, and generally she's the one, like, to take them. So, to be honest, if the boys offered, yeah, she'd allow them along too. Because they tend not to be too dangerous most of the time.
I love how Tome's handing me that aberration case is worse than a homicide case. Solely because the one aberration case he was on ended up destroying a building and hitting exactly on one of his triggers.
Oh, rip. You know, that is so fair, but also rip.
Tome voice, Tome voice, I'm not gonna say I prefer the homicide. But I'm less stressed about Camille dying while on a homicide case.
God,
Fair,
I think Azumi would laugh if you said that out loud. So I'm glad you're not saying that out loud, and I'm also glad that Azumi is in his box.
Like, I will say on Moria's end, she should just, like, well, I do my best to keep them safe. Don't worry about that.
I think they deserve the funny hee-hoos.
They do. There's also just like a pause from Moria, and then just, though really, the amount that of murder cases we run into when it's all three of us.
Oh, goodness. Is that why Arata told me not to let Camille out of the cafe?
Very likely, yes.
He puts his head in his hand.
I don't know how to explain this. And Tome is saying this in a very quiet and affectionate tone. But Camille has a talent for managing to find every dead body within the city.
He has weird luck, I suppose.
He's 7.
Yeah.
I
It's
One.
just like she's just like, you're telling me, I like,
Yes.
and
Yes.
like, and I'm his mentor.
Wait, hold up. I was about to say Tome was gonna be like, yes, but he's a Toon, because is Camille trying to come across as half Toon or real Toon? Or real kind for this?
Well, he did take off his disguise in Ohishima Daylight, so Satoru would know that.
Okay. Tome probably realizes that Satoru knows and goes, well, he is half Toon. So that probably plays into it. However, as I almost said that, my brain also went, I literally have another murder magnet who's completely real kind. That is not a reasonable excuse, Tome. But then I realized Tome doesn't know Quinn, so he doesn't know not to say that.
Like, I will say Moria as well, no, it's like, it's not just Camille too. Met another human in Einquill one time that also has murder magnet tendencies.
Oh, that is terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay, so
like,
got it.
Moria is just like, we're trying to figure out if there are things that make it not hit as hard, but man.
Yeah, so as long as you don't have him wandering off, the worst you'll probably get is a dead body appears out front.
I don't want to
Ideally
deal
not.
with the cops in front of my cafe. Not again.
Again?
Moria will just like lean over, pat on Satoru's shoulder.
Yeah! These three are having a time. Lighthearted.
Parental woes indeed. Like, Moria will tag well if it helps, if something does happen. Emil is very good at what he does. I will help out, and I'd like to think I have an amount of experience, and Tome here will also help out, so...
They are two of the best detectives I've ever known.
Aw! You've gotten Moria just a little bit bashful with that.
Aww.
Tome looks over at you. Well, it's true.
Alright, you sap.
Hold up.
Moria's just like momentarily not saying anything because she was not expecting that. She's just like,
Tome suddenly seeing his chance. Oh, revenge! He sits up slightly. He just kind of sits up slightly. Well, I mean, Camille talks about how good you are, and I know that everyone in Villestown respects you, and there's a reason you're one of the best detective agencies in there, and I'm pretty sure I've heard Minami compliment you before. So, I mean, it takes a lot of talent and skill and presence to be able to have this many people know you for this level of dedication. And after all, every time I've talked to you, and Tome's just kind of leaning back slightly, arms crossed, as he just goes off.
my goodness, yeah. Congratulations, Moria's steadily getting a blush, and she's just gonna very casually hold your hat and start putting it over your face.
Tome keeps talking even as he gets muffled.
Yeah, just like, don't mind him.
Hold up,
But we try our best.
Tome leans back so you can't reach.
There is a pause, and then Mori's just going to hold onto your jacket and then pull you down a bit before just other hand take the hat on face.
Sorry, you said pull down. I just imagined her pulling him off the chair.
No, don't worry. She'd be careful. Your boy's fine, but just.
No, I wasn't even thinking that as bad because Tome just hated me going, just making the noise, and then just collapsing into a pile of noodles.
Oh, oh my goodness.
He's just on the ground and tangled limbs.
Oh, like, okay, she'll pull you back up, dust you off, you can sit down fine, but, like, her arms are crossed.
He's not cat
Her
face.
her face is kind of pink. Well, we try our best.
Oh, that's a funny thing you were gonna give me, huh, Satoru? Anyway.
Oh no.
And he goes, well, now I feel like what Ichika does is, on the lower end of things now. Sheesh.
I admit I did not quite hear the end of that. Could you repeat, please?
Oh, he just stopped at sheesh.
Ah.
I'm trying to... My name's trying to put the name with a face. That's what I'm going through right now.
Ichika is the orange-haired girl.
Home doesn't know who that is.
Home doesn't know who that is.
There's just a little question mark above his
And Satoru just goes, my daughter, who loves to hijack radio broadcasts for fun.
Ah.
Homes
Yeah,
are
well,
on radios
like...
in Ainqua. Why did you hand me... Wait, people use radio. You used to be a police detective. They have radio... No, we're just putting that in the box. I don't know why you handed me that. No, that's just not... We're just not going to process that one. That one goes in the box.
Moria's just like, another talented one you got, huh?
The most stressful sigh, and he just nods.
Moria's just like, yeah, I get that.
She's a handful.
It's just like, not from Moria, like, yeah. This is the 10th time I've had to stop you from deciding to upgrade defenses back.
Oh my god.
And I love her, but I don't think it's a good idea to have turrets in the house when a lot of people come in for a case.
Turrets? Considering what I know about Project Mood, that checks out, but holy shit.
But just like, you see Moria getting a bit of a tired sigh, like, yeah, remember Yumi?
I do.
Yeah, she's quite the mechanic. She enjoys tinkering a lot, so,
I remember that much. Turrets? Even I don't have turrets.
Yeah, why do you think I had to stop her?
Okay. I love how that's Tome's, like, basis, by the way, also is just, I'm not even that anxious.
Yeah. Whereas, like, yeah, why do you think I had to stop her?
Oh,
Understandable.
that's wonderful. Satoru looks like he's about to say something, but then he closes his mouth and thinks better of it.
I'm rolling insight.
Oh. So am I.
You can't
Why are
say
you
that.
rolling insight on this man? He has neutral stats! You're both detectives! You don't have to roll insight! Your passive already beats it!
Anyways.
Don't worry about it.
Anyway.
These two bantering at each other, just like from like the side, noticing Satoru like decide not to say anything. What kind of vibe did I get from him then?
He's been to Ainquil before. He's not going to question it.
Yeah, that's fair. That is so fair.
Valid. Avi, you know us. You're just as bad. Sometimes you like to use the disgusting little modifiers to make the brain happy.
No. I have said multiple times that he has NPC stats. His passive deception is a 10. Your passive insight already beats that. He wasn't even trying to deceive you.
Yes, but consider, we like rolling the funny little dice.
Yeah, we can hold the 28 and the 31 over for future things.
I put my head in my hands. No, you won't. Just for that, you won't.
Love you, Avi.
Love you too, Avi.
I'm taking those rolls and using my DM powers to eat it. They don't exist anymore.
I'll just have to fish some new ones up.
Anyway. We are coming up close to our cutoff. Do you want an end scene?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm currently just imagining some banter and teasing between them and just chatter about their kids, really.
Yeah. Were you saying something, Spec?
Oh no, I just said it's fluff.
It is fluff. And speaking of the kids, the door above the bell above the door to the cafe rings, and entering in are two young adults. One of which is very clearly Arata. The other is a young lady with orange hair and glasses. And she is like leading the charge, so to speak, as these two siblings walk in, and Ichika just calls out, "Satoru, I'm hungry. I demand curry." And Satoru is just, "Speak of the problem, children, they shall come."
Oh, just straight up snorts. He is laughing.
Yeah, Moria is grinning, and like she tips her teacup at the kids in a high.
And Arata waves, and he says, "Curry time," and Ichika chimes right back, "Curry time!" And there's just like this back and forth of curry time as Satoru just gets up on his feet and goes back to the like little kitchen area.
Oh.
You know what? Remember how earlier I said Tome going Arata a delinquent? Tome just kind of sits there. I see it now.
You get a snort out of Moria for that. This is where it smash cuts.
Oh, I love that. And with that, thank you two for playing this FPS with me. It was such a wonderful, fun time.
Oh, agreed. I had so much fun with you too. Thank you.
Oh gosh, I laughed so much.
And
yeah.
And thank you to our listening audience, both now and in the future. We are going to
awesome.
We are going to bid you all a good time zone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.